Picture this. A fisherman near Yenikapi in Istanbul stumbles upon a sparkling jewel in a pile of trash. Unaware of its value, he trades it for 3 wooden spoons. That jewel would become one of the most famous diamonds in history, now guarded in an imperial palace. But that's only the beginning. A sultan's exquisite emerald ring wasn't just a gift. It secured the loyalty of a woman who rewrote the destiny of an empire. These aren't just jewels, they're stories of human ambition, love, sacrifice, and power. And that's just one of the hidden histories waiting beyond these walls at Topkapi. The Empire of Splendor, Topkapi Palace as the jewel box of history. Rising above the skyline of Istanbul, Topkapi Palace stands as the architectural testament to the ambitions of the Ottoman Sultans. After the conquest of the city in 1453, Sultan Mehmed II initiated construction in 1460, shaping Topkapi into the administrative and cultural heart of the empire for nearly 4 centuries. Its sprawling courtyards and formidable gates were more than a demonstration of wealth. They were a daily reminder of imperial authority. At the palace's heart lies the imperial treasury in the 3rd courtyard, home to the world's most complete collection of Ottoman imperial jewelry. Within these secure rooms, thrones, swords, and jeweled flasks reflect 4 centuries of power and artistry. Each object was crafted not only for display but as a symbol. A jeweled throne asserted sovereignty, a finely adorned sword projected military might, and an encrusted flask spoke to the refinement of the court. These treasures declared the Sultan's dual claim to earthly rule and spiritual legitimacy. But the story of Topkapi's jewels is not one of pure splendor. Many of these pieces changed hands through failed diplomatic missions or as the spoils of war. The famous Topkapi Dagger, for instance, was commissioned as a diplomatic gift but returned to Istanbul after the assassination of Nadir Shah, a reminder of the unpredictable fortunes that shaped the empire's legacy. Every gem and artifact carries echoes of alliances forged, betrayals endured, and dynasties toppled. The palace endures as a museum, its treasures preserved as witnesses to centuries of ambition, intrigue, and shifting loyalties. Among these jewels, some reveal not only the reach of empire, but also the passions and personal ambitions of those who wore them. Suleiman's passion for jewelry, tokens of love and power. For Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, jewelry was far more than a display of wealth. As the 10th Ottoman Sultan, Suleiman was not only a formidable ruler, but also a skilled jeweler, often spending hours in the palace workshops perfecting intricate designs. This personal engagement in the craft set him apart from many of his contemporaries and revealed a private world where artistry and leadership intertwined. His devotion found its most visible expression in the gifts he created for Harem Sultan. Harem began her life in the palace as a concubine, but through Suleiman's affection and her own remarkable intelligence, she rose to become his legal wife and a powerful advisor. Among the treasures Suleiman bestowed upon her, the emerald ring stands out. Said to have been passed down from her mother-in-law, the former Valide Sultan, this ring's large green stone and intricate goldwork carried dynastic weight. It was more than a token of love. It was a mark of Harem's elevated status and a signal to the court of her new place in the succession. Harem's collection also included a pearl tiara, a piece chosen for its symbolic resonance. Pearls in Ottoman culture suggested purity and divine favor, and by gifting Harem such a tiara, Suleiman did more than honor her. He reinforced her role as a central figure in the palace's political landscape. These objects became tools in Harem's hands, helping her navigate and ultimately shape the complex dynamics of the Ottoman court. The jewels Suleiman crafted and gifted were not passive ornaments. They were instruments of change, shaping destinies and shifting the balance of power within the empire. Sometimes, though, the journey of a jewel began in far humbler circumstances. The Spoonmaker's Diamond, from trash to treasure. The Spoonmaker's Diamond stands as the most celebrated treasure in the Topkapi Palace Museum, an 86-carat pear-shaped gem that draws visitors from around the world. Set in silver and encircled by 49 old mine-cut diamonds, its brilliance has been described as a full moon lighting a bright and shining sky amidst the stars. Yet what truly sets this diamond apart is the uncertainty that surrounds its past. One enduring story traces the diamond's journey to the bustling streets of Yenikapi, Istanbul. In this version, a fisherman discovers the dazzling stone in a trash heap and, not knowing its value, carries it for days before approaching a jeweler. The jeweler, pretending it was worthless, offers 3 wooden spoons in exchange. The fisherman accepts, and the diamond's name, Spoonmaker's Diamond, takes root. This tale, though widely repeated, is recognized as folklore, a story that persists more for its charm than its accuracy. A different account centers on Ali Pasha of Tepelena, a powerful Ottoman governor who amassed great wealth during his rule over Albania and Greece. According to this version, the diamond belonged to his favorite wife, Kira Vasiliki, and was seized by Ottoman forces after Ali Pasha's execution in 1822. Some suggest the diamond may have arrived in Ottoman hands through diplomatic channels in Europe, though this remains speculative and unproven. Despite the mystery, the Spoonmaker's Diamond endures as both an artifact and a legend. Its story is a blend of fact and imagination, reflecting the way history and myth often intertwine. So which origin will you believe? In the world of Topkapi's treasures, even a symbol of fortune can become tangled in the unpredictable outcomes of power and ambition. The dagger of peace that never made it. The Topkapi Dagger. Some treasures were created not for personal glory, but to bridge empires. The Topkapi Dagger, a 35-centimeter masterpiece commissioned in 1747 by Sultan Mahmud I, was intended as a peace offering to Nadir Shah, ruler of Persia. Its very existence was a diplomatic gesture, meant to secure goodwill and stability between 2 powerful realms. The dagger's construction reveals the extent of Ottoman ambition. 3 Colombian emeralds, each the size of a pigeon's egg and sourced from the New Kingdom of Granada, dominate the handle. Their deep green hues chosen to impress and symbolize imperial magnificence. Ottoman artisans poured their skill into every aspect of the dagger. The handle is set with mother-of-pearl and enamel, with gold surfaces encrusted using the Marassa technique. The scabbard, crafted from gold and set with rose-cut diamonds, gleams with the careful attention to detail that defined the imperial workshops. Most remarkable is the hidden English watch, ingeniously tucked beneath an octagonal emerald lid in the pommel. This concealed mechanism was not only a technical marvel, but also a subtle nod to the empire's openness to foreign innovation and the merging of artistry with precision engineering. The dagger's intended journey was abruptly halted. Only days after the Ottoman embassy departed Istanbul, news arrived that Nadir Shah had been assassinated. With no one left to receive the gift, the embassy turned back, returning the dagger and its message of peace to Topkapi Palace. Instead of forging an alliance, the dagger became a preserved relic of diplomatic hopes undone by fate. Its presence in the treasury a reminder of the fragile nature of political intentions. The Topkapi Dagger's story did not fade into obscurity. Its striking design and dramatic history inspired the 1964 film Topkapi, introducing the artifact to audiences worldwide and cementing its place as a symbol of power, artistry, and the shifting fortunes of empire. Yet in the Ottoman world, objects of authority were not limited to weapons. Some, like the jeweled thrones and elaborate aigrettes, declared the very weight of rule itself. Thrones and aigrettes, crowning authority. Few objects signal imperial presence as unmistakably as the thrones crafted for Ottoman sultans. The throne of Ahmed III, created between 1603 and 1617 by Sedefkar Mehmed Ağa, the architect of the Blue Mosque, was not simply furniture. Its baldachin form, crowned with a dome, merged architectural mastery with potent symbolism. The throne's walnut wood frame is covered in a precise mosaic of mother-of-pearl and tortoiseshell, arranged in intricate vegetal motifs. These decorative techniques, known as sedefkar, mother-of-pearl inlay, and edirnakari, lacquering, showcase the sophistication of Ottoman artisanship and the empire's devotion to visual splendor. Hanging from the dome's center is an emerald and gold pendant, a detail that underscores the throne's role as a guardian of both wealth and spiritual authority. Emeralds in Ottoman culture symbolized protection and wisdom, reinforcing the Sultan's image as a leader whose power extended into the metaphysical. Above, a clock case shaped like a lantern sits at the top of the dome, a subtle assertion of the Sultan's command over time and order. The Gold Festival throne offers another example of ceremonial power. Gifted to Sultan Murad III in 1585, this gold-plated, peridot-studded seat could be dismantled and transported, allowing the Sultan's presence to dominate even outside the palace. Its portability signaled that imperial authority was not confined to a single space, but moved wherever the Sultan traveled. Aigrettes, or sorguç, served as portable symbols of sovereignty. Worn on the Sultan's turban, these jeweled plume holders drew on Mongol eagle feather traditions and the Islamic humor bird myth, both associated with rulership and prosperity. Their presence commanded respect. Janissaries would bow to a turban adorned with aigrettes, recognizing the Sultan's supremacy even in his absence. These objects were not merely decorative. They projected absolute power, blending artistry with political and spiritual significance. Consider how a throne like Ahmed I's might project authority in today's world. Would its symbolism still command respect, or would its message be lost in a different era? As we move forward, the question of how objects blend beauty and power remains, especially when that object is a weapon. Jeweled weapons, beauty with a blade. Weapons in the Ottoman Empire were more than instruments of war. They were statements of status, artistry, and imperial identity. Jeweled arms and armor from the Topkapi treasury reveal how sultans transformed practical tools into symbols of power and prestige, merging function with opulence in a way few other courts could rival. Suleiman the Magnificent's yataghan, a short curved sword, stands as a striking example. Crafted by the renowned court jeweler Ahmed Tekelü, this piece was part of a set of 3 and was primarily ceremonial. Its hilt, carved from walrus ivory, is inlaid with gold cloud bands and studded with turquoise and rubies. The blade itself features gold-inlaid vegetation and a dramatic scene. A dragon locked in battle with a simurgh, both with ruby eyes, capturing the imagination and reinforcing the Sultan's image as both a patron of the arts and a ruler of mythic stature. While it could serve as a weapon, its main role was to project authority and the empire's wealth during ceremonies. Sultan Mustafa III's ceremonial armor, a suit of gold chainmail encrusted with diamonds, further illustrates this dual purpose. Rather than being designed for combat, this dazzling armor served as a display of invincibility and imperial grandeur. Its brilliance would have caught the eye of any onlooker, underscoring the Sultan's supremacy and the empire's resources. Would you dare to fight in such a radiant suit of armor? Across the palace, jeweled swords, daggers, and even quivers echoed this blend of beauty and might. Each piece communicated more than military readiness. They signaled the Sultan's connection to both earthly and divine power, and the mastery of those who created them. But these treasures did not appear by chance. Behind every jeweled blade and shimmering suit of armor stood a network of skilled hands and creative minds, working within the palace walls to shape the empire's most enduring symbols. artisans, workshops, and cultural fusion. Within Topkapi Palace, the imperial workshops operated as the creative core of Ottoman artistry, especially during the 16th century. These workshops were carefully organized, employing around 80 jewelers under the supervision of a single master craftsman. Their task was to produce jewelry and ceremonial objects for the sultans, their families, and the court, ensuring the highest standards of quality and refinement. Diversity shaped the character and output of these workshops. The Ottoman court deliberately brought in master artisans from Tabriz, Cairo, and Khorasan, expanding the talent pool beyond Istanbul's established Greek and Jewish jewelers. This policy allowed for the exchange of specialized skills and artistic traditions, making the workshops a true crossroads of cultures. For example, Persian metalworkers contributed their expertise in intricate filigree, while Arab artisans introduced advanced enameling techniques. Over time, these influences blended with local styles, resulting in a distinct Ottoman aesthetic. The techniques used in the imperial workshops reflected this cultural fusion. Tombak, a gilding process where copper is coated with gold, produced luxurious pieces that balanced opulence and practicality. The Marasa method, which involved setting gemstones with exceptional precision, became a signature of Ottoman jewelry. Enamel work added vibrant color, while kundan, using gold foil to set stones, showed the influence of Mughal craftsmanship. Artisans worked with a wide range of materials: gold, silver, rock crystal, turquoise, lapis lazuli, pearls, and more. Designs frequently featured natural motifs: tulips, roses, birds, each carrying symbolic meaning tied to Ottoman identity. This collaborative environment did more than create beautiful objects. It set a standard for craftsmanship that influenced the empire and beyond. The legacy of these workshops can still be seen in modern jewelry, where the blend of diverse techniques and motifs continues to inspire contemporary designers. The treasures they produced remain more than relics. They are lasting reminders of how artistic innovation and cultural exchange shaped the empire's most enduring symbols, and their influence still prompts new questions about the secrets these jewels may yet hold. Legacy and enduring fascination. Today, the legacy and enduring fascination of Ottoman imperial treasures stretch far beyond the walls of Topkapi Palace. While the palace in Istanbul preserves the world's most complete collection of Ottoman jewelry, showcasing icons like the Spoonmaker's Diamond and the Topkapi Dagger, an estimated 150,000 Ottoman and Anatolian artifacts now reside in foreign museums and private collections. Many of these pieces left the empire during periods of instability in the 19th and early 20th centuries, raising ongoing questions about rightful ownership and cultural heritage. The fate of these treasures remains a source of intrigue. In 2018, researchers uncovered 44 Ottoman artifacts in the vaults of London's Victoria and Albert Museum, a reminder of how many imperial objects remain hidden or misattributed in international collections. Meanwhile, the search for Ali Pasha's legendary lost fortune continues to attract attention in Greece and Albania. Both professional and amateur treasure hunters, inspired by stories and historical hints, have scoured sites where Ali Pasha once ruled. These modern quests sometimes bring media attention, as with Vangelis Demas's systematic search, but they also risk damaging archaeological sites, showing how the pursuit of Ottoman wealth still shapes real landscapes. Beyond their physical dispersal, Ottoman jewels continue to shape the present. Techniques like Marasa, with its meticulous gem encrusting, and motifs such as tulips and color-coded stones, remain influential in contemporary jewelry design. The symbolism woven into each piece, green for paradise, gold for divine light, blue for protection, ensures that these artifacts are not just museum pieces, but living references for today's artists and collectors. If you could join the search for a lost Ottoman treasure, would you take the risk? Share your thoughts in the comments. The stories behind these jewels are far from finished. Each artifact invites us to look closer, to listen for the next secret waiting to be revealed. Conclusion. The jewels of the Ottoman Empire offer more than dazzling surfaces. They reveal the deeper stories that shaped an empire. The Spoonmaker's Diamond and the Topkapi Dagger are just two examples of how these treasures influenced politics, sealed alliances, and altered personal destinies. Through their journeys, we see ambition, artistry, and the drama of real lives unfolding in the shadow of power. Which Ottoman treasure surprised you most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration, please like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more hidden stories from the past. Dive deeper into history with us by hitting that subscribe button for more hidden stories from the past.